what? Good afternoon. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but it is afternoon. It's 1 o'clock. So welcome to my very first writing vlog. I'm so excited. I am Nasa. This is the life of Nasa. I'm a self-published author. I self-published my first book last year, 2024, and we are on track to do that again this year. I have been working on this book since I think maybe October of last year. And I've been taking my time, but I really want to take this more seriously, take writing more seriously. So that is what we are doing this year, 2025. And you guys are going to help hold me accountable, okay? Okay. So we have our space clearer. And now we can get started writing. I think a part of this that I actually want to do is do a little planning for my mood board. So I'm writing a Christian romance or a clean romance, however you want to call it. There is romance and there is the Lord. So call it what you wanna, but yeah. So I need kind of like a mood board because I know that when I do start marketing, I'm obviously going to be using a bit like a few pieces of my mood board, number one. Number two, this is also just going to help me kind of remember where I want to what to come back to. Like looking at this, I can remember what to come back to. I put sometimes I put outfit ideas in there. So this is an important step for me. So I think I'll start there and then that'll also propel me into the writing. So we're just going to open up Pinterest. And I will let you guys kind of see that process and what that looks like for me. Here's the mood board that I have. Currently just calling it Whole Lot of Love. But when I do get a title for the book, it'll be the title of the book. This is the old one that I did for my old. When I was marketing the book and they're just kind of like interactions, like this, a park date definitely happened in that book. He had a lot of money. It took place in Chicago. That's something that my girl would wear. That's something that he would wear. There were flowers involved. She was a potter. So those are those. Pottery, he built her like a pottery studio in his house. So I just kind of needed to see like what that would look like. He, in my mind, my main character is Joey. And in my mind, my male main character is Joey. My female main is his girlfriend, Soraya. So they're there. He drove this truck. So you see like more picnic, flowers. He paid to get her hair done, flowers. These are all just like things that I kind of come back to, but also things that I use for marketing. So on the flip side, we have this one. Very different because I think I'm a different person than who I was when I wrote that last one. But This woman's having a solo Bible study day. This is actually a very cute fit. Couple going to church together. Looks like a couple doing Bible study together. I just referenced this fit. A little mama and a little baby soon to come. I actually have this at, but a church day, Bible study day, marriage, notes of like a man who, which is to remind me, kind of to remind me of who my main character is. Um, and then another Bible study day, a woman like worshiping the Lord, very much family oriented dinner. So these, oh, I love this. That's definitely going in there. So these are the ideas that I kind of have for this book going on. So I spend time on Pinterest, just really adding things to my mood board. There are not many things that I don't add because anything can be used. So since I'm done with that, I think we can get into the writing part of it all now. Pinterest will help me come back to things, but I also like to play a little playlist or something. Something that'll help me kind of like get in the romancy mood, but I will say like it's proven to be a little more difficult with what I'm writing because like my previous playlist has a lot of Lucky Day and like Janae Aiko and Summer Walker, and like personally in my life I just am not really listening to them right now, and then my characters also aren't listening to them, and so it's proven to be a little difficult. So I just kind of play this one artist that I found plus like just other artists. So let's first find a tune. and then we can get started. We can get into the thick of it. I'm gonna try and meal prep before tomorrow, so I'll talk to you later. Thanks for always listening, of course. One thing that I struggle with a lot is writing things that don't sound repetitive. It's so easy to say words like I a lot, while, when, as, um, so let me just finish that. It is so easy to say those words often. I, like, for example, a paragraph may say, I thank her. This is me reading, but I'm going to tweak what I have. So this is not what I have. This is what I could have. I thank her and hang up before pulling out everything I need to. I thank her and hang up before I pull out everything I need to get some meals together for the week. After a few hours, I have lunch and dinner prepped for the next 3 days. I take a shower and I. This is hard because this is not what I wrote. And deep clean. I take a shower and I give myself a facial, and then I crawl into bed and snuggle under the covers to go to sleep. I said well, I didn't say that, but I was in there so many times. So trying to figure out how to portray what you're doing differently. So, or using different action words. So instead of I thank her and hang up before I pull out everything I need to get some meals together for the week, I would say I thank her and hang up before pulling out everything I need to get some meals together for the week. Right? And then you want to think about why is it important for you to include a specific thing. So like I'm thinking about why is it important for me to include the fact that I'm meal prepping and the fact that I'm taking a shower and doing a facial and crawling into bed to snuggle up for the covers. Is it filler content? Is it necessary? Do I need to cut some of it? What is important? In this case, it's important to me to include that she meal preps because I've spoken about how she can't cook previously. She just went to she just went somewhere and had a very fulfilling home cooked meal and said that she wished that she could cook like this. And so she's trying to put in the effort to make meals. And then she also works out often. So it's like, that's important. Obviously, having a solid meal prep while you're working out. She works out 2 days, two times out of the day, twice a day, because of stress and like life and how working out helps her get through her problems, etc. So trying to figure out why try to figure out why is it important for you to include that. We don't need to know everything or every little thing that your character is doing. Like let's say there's a point in this chapter that I'm in where my male main character picks up my female main, and the fact that my male main character is truly a gentleman, it is important for me to emphasize that in plenty of ways. And so he opens the door for her every time they get out of the car. So I have emphasized that a few times, yes, but it's not something that I include every single time. And if I do, it's not like um I open her passenger door and I shut the door when she's all settled. And then the next time it's like, yeah, he opened the door for me and waited until my legs were in the car to shut the door. No, it's more so like he shut the passenger door for me and I watched him through the windshield thinking, oh, I love this man or whatever. Like, what's the point of this? Do we need to know everything? How does it tie into the story? So those are a lot of things that I just kind of play in my head as I'm rewriting a chapter. Sometimes, or I'm sorry, as I'm rereading a chapter and writing a chapter, I will reread the beginning of the chapter to figure out how it got me to the end, you know? And like, do I really need this down here to connect to what's up there? So that's what I was just doing. I am kind of working on that piece that I talked about, that I just talked about. I thank her and hang up before pulling out everything I need to get some meals together for the week. I also kind of fill in the blanks a lot because I want my chapters to be, at this time, over 2,000 words, which You know, it may not seem like a lot to some, but it's enough for me, especially with the story that I'm telling. Like, this is not meant to be like a long, drawn out book. I'm thinking like maybe 25 to 30 chapters. And so, is that long and drawn out? I don't know, but maybe it's not necessary. I don't know. We'll see. But like, that's my goal for each chapter, over 2,000 words. So that's kind of why I do include this filler content. But if it doesn't make sense, then I don't leave it. Like, if I can't figure out these couple of lines about the meal prep, maybe kind of like including something about the conversation that she had about home cooked meals, then I'm just gonna scratch it off. So yeah, that's just a little kind of writer tip that I keep in the back of my mind that could help someone watching this trying to figure out, how do I make these sentences flow better? Because when I reread some of the things that I write, and it's just like, he rolled his eyes, he opens the door, he talks to me, and it's all in the same paragraph. It's like, okay, change it up a little bit. So yeah, that is definitely something that you want to be cognizant of. And I sometimes, in my first book, like, I would find myself just Googling how to start a sentence without I, how to start a sentence without the word because or when. Um, and those help me too. So definitely utilize the resources that we have available to us today. Okay, I'm on to matcha number 2. It's 3:22. I'm not gonna lie, I went to go get a matcha, and I'm starting the same exact chapter. But listen, the matcha is gonna get me through at least an hour. Like, I feel like if you have a good bev, you can write for life. You just need the same bev for life. Whatever your bev of choice is. But mine is a matcha. It's really cute too. The straw is a heart. But anyway, yes, now that I have this matcha, we're good to go. of cold in my apartment, so I can't like really focus on writing if I'm, freezing cold. So this is really messing with the look, but so excuse the hoodie, but I have written 2,894 words today, which is pretty good. It's 4:30, and I think to really wrap this day up, I want to give 1 full hour to writing. A full hour to just knocking out what I can, not overthinking it, not trying to like make it perfect. Because for me, the easiest part of writing is the dialogue. The easiest part of writing is like the conversations that take place. Those are so easy for me, but a book genuinely can't just be a conversation. I want to give a little insight into how my characters think, what they're going through, where they're at in life, just in case there's anyone that, is in the same boat. So that is the hardest piece for me. But yeah, like I said, I think I want to give it an hour. I'm about to get from behind my desk because this just gives me, I'm at work and then I don't feel like, as comfortable to get it out. So I'm about to get cozy by the window, take a look, have the views, have my water because I literally finished this matcha in like 2 seconds and just try and write. Like if it's just dialogue, okay, we can come back and fill in the blanks, but at least just get it out um, so that I can get some of the thoughts about this book out and onto paper and then come back and worry about what it looks like, what it sounds like, who's involved, etc. So we are moving places and we're getting to it. I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 1 full hour and we'll get right into it. Cheers to my first ever writing vlog. I actually really enjoyed that because that hour really allowed me to knock out a lot of writing. And then also knowing that I'm recording, this made me feel like, you know, you need to really get on it. Like, you really need to produce something. So I think I might like actually make this a regular thing. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see a little bit of my writing process and how I begin to create a mood for my book and how I carry out my writing process. It's not the strictest. I just started trying to create a routine that will give myself an hour every day to write uninterrupted. And you have to do what works for you. So trying a bunch of different things to see what works for you. That's at least the route that I'm going. So I really enjoyed that uninterrupted hour, but then I also really enjoyed being able to write throughout the day without any pressure. So, figuring out what works for you is really all that we can do. But I hope you guys enjoyed my first writing vlog. Let me know if you want to see more of these. And let me know if you guys know of like any apps that kind of like keep you focused. That I don't really actually struggle with focus any longer. But just something like fun and entertaining that'll keep me focused would be pretty cool. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below what exactly you use to stay focused, and what's your goal with words and chapters, because I feel like is 2000 too little, 2000 too small. I think it really depends on where you want your story to go and where you want your story to be at the end. But what are you guys' thoughts? And subscribe to my channel for more AuthorTube content. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.